I just think that like while you're looking for your person, like you should have fun and like really learn yourself and your sexual being, like who you are sexually. So there are other things that you can do while you're waiting to find your person. Like you can have a fuck buddy. You can. I'm not. What is it called?
A homewrecker.
But
I didn't mean to say
you can
you know.
deal with somebody that's unhappy in their relationship. So it's just different things that you could do in the meantime to like keep yourself busy until you find your person, because it is hard to find someone that is going to be your person, because I want somebody to be my person. I already dealt with someone that I didn't want to deal with. I've dealt with someone that did not want to deal with me and I wanted to deal with them. Then it switched over. He wanted me and I didn't want him. It's like you deal with so many different types of people that you like, eventually you realize what it is that you want and you're looking for that person. So when you see someone and you start having certain conversations and it's not clicking and it's not your vibe, right? You just be like, nah, this is not him, this is not him, this is not him. So then, you can have, I dealt with someone that was my fuck buddy for a really long time, just because I really wasn't interested in having a relationship.
Now I have a question for you.
Okay.
That fuck buddy that was your fuck buddy for a really long time, would you always like go back to him?
Yes.
Like, yeah, because I'm like that too. I feel like it's hard for you to like go fuck somebody else and just go back to that same one.
But it was really good sex. So, but the thing is, he's very toxic. He's crazy. And,
But he's just for the sex.
But, it was just sex. And then we tried the relationship thing and it didn't work just because it was just sex. And, it was that type of person that the sex was so good that you kept going back to it. So, and that did stop me from being in a relationship with maybe good people.
That does stop you.
But it's fun while you just keep doing it until you can, so until you find your person. So, Sauda, maybe you should try that.
Well, I never said I was celibate. I mean, I do have a fuck buddy.
Okay, so that's fun.
I do.
I love it. She's like, I
do. I'm very low key. I'm very secretive. I've been dealing with him for almost a year. He's cool, but he ain't for me. He's not for me. No, he's not relationship.
So what makes him good to be your fuck buddy and not your partner?
It's good. It's good. It's good.
Okay.
That's about it. I mean, we're cool with each other. We vibe out. We could laugh. We could crack jokes. But he's not the type of guy I'm looking for. He's very he's a cheater. Let's put it like that. He's a cheater. He's not looking for anything more than just that. So that's all I use him for. But I'm dating. I don't want to be humping on everybody. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to find somebody that I could just
So don't you think that if you're dating and you find someone that you're attracted to and it gets to the point where you guys want to have sex, don't you think that sexuality would maybe make you want to explore relationships with certain people? Because I think that that's something that, sometimes we think, okay, I'm talking to someone, because being sexual with someone builds a connection. Mm-hmm. So if you go on a date several times and you think you're cool, don't you think that having a sexual encounter will build some type of connection within each other, or maybe relationship?
Sometimes. I mean, the guys that I've been dating during the pandemic, they just couldn't. I didn't want them. I didn't want them.
I just have a question. I'm just literally just curious, but do you feel like in having a fuck buddy, when you are actually going on dates with other people, is sex just completely ruled out because you're already set on being sexual with that other person?
Maybe that's what it is. Then maybe that's probably what it is. But these guys that I'm meeting, it's just they're not doing it for me. They're not doing it for me. We're not clicking. The chemistry is not on point.
Yeah, never. Never settle.
But do you think that now women are being too judgmental into what they want? And
you don't want to say you was picky.
I am, but that's just me. And I have.
So then that's just every woman. I feel like a lot of women are picky.
There are women that do have very high standards. And like we have heard on social media, that might not necessarily be what you need. Some people want a man that takes care of them, supports them, but if you can't take care of yourself, how are you looking for a man to take care of you? So maybe some standards need to be lowered in order for us to be able to find the right person.
Yeah, so there's this idea of like dating, but without the intention of having this man be like your form of security, whether it's like in the financial or the domestic living or whatever. So like these women who have high standards, so like honestly, that's just this attraction to abundance, whether it's like money or like gifts and stuff like that. So like honestly, like how I feel like I kind of like fulfill myself is within like loving myself in the ways that I know that I want to be loved, so that even if my significant other is falling short on that spectrum, I am still carrying myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still loving myself. So I am never feeling forgotten about. You know what I'm saying? Like there's this idea of like, you know, women needing like a man to like support and just like be their like rock, but like ultimately like you are your anchor, and like as long as you can provide the most of whatever the fuck you want, like he is just an additive. You know, he is just a beautiful, wonderful additive. Like I'm not trying to downplay him at all, but you're beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like abundance is yours regardless.